How am I... Does it... Oh, fancy. Okay. Or I could, like, spin it. Nope. Okay. I think somewhere... Perfect. Hello, my name is Alex Does F1 Stuff, and welcome to a channel update. Now, you will notice something very different if you've been a sort of long-term viewer of my channel. I am currently using a face cam, and I'm just gonna tilt it that way a little bit as I keep moving in and out of the light. Yes, I bought a little gimbally arm holdy thingy for my phone so I can do hands-free and I can incorporate face cams into my videos. As for the last few weeks, I've been uploading a behind the F1 video series where I basically just vlog any mishaps that I encounter in Excel. As uni work, unfortunately, as I will delve into a little bit later, is stacking up, I'm having to scrap that series as it's taking up a little bit too much time. So I thought, why not? As I like incorporating my face, I like being a little bit closer to the fans, etc, etc, etc. I thought it would be a cool idea to incorporate a face cam. But before I get into the whole meat and grit of this video, of the whole update and things like that, I want to begin with a massive thank you to BMPHF1, who through no asking, no begging, gave me a shout out. And that is truly appreciated for my Hamilton versus Schumacher statistical comparison. Now, this is a channel with over 5,000 subscribers, just passed as well, who I've been subscribed to for a little bit, and we've been exchanging Twitter DMs as well. And I just really didn't expect this, and it has just propelled that video so high up. It's now my #1 video for the first 24 hours or something like that, or the first 10 hours or things like that. It's absolutely crazy the support that it's received. And also listening to the people that are engaging in the comments, it's so much fun to just chat to everyone and see what they feel about my statistics, how I can improve and things like that, and just having engaging conversations with people. It's really interesting. However, there is a small little however with this story. Just before the shout out, a few hours beforehand, I think it was the same day, I'm slowly losing track, I did tweet out, if you don't follow me on Twitter, go do that, as I do just randomly tweet every now and then. I did announce that I'm going to be reining in my content output on YouTube. And that is simply because I'm currently in 3rd year of university, and due to like COVID and not being able to physically go into the university unless it's for my practicals, and therefore not being able to properly engage with the lecturers, it's a lot harder and a lot more stressful, and I just don't have the time to create any of the content that I would like to. Now, what I mean by that is that Schumacher versus Hamilton video, just completely ignore the animations, the editing, the recording, and then the uploading and rendering process. It took me over 2 hours. It was about 2.5 hours, just under 3, to completely, fully research this topic. Now that's just time I do not have. And then adding on top of that, the editing, the rendering, the recording, then the uploading, the thumbnail creation, you're looking at about a 6 to 7 hour whole process for one 10-minute video. And that's time I don't have. I don't have that time anymore. I wish I did, and like I did back in lockdown, and that was the only thing to do. Like numbers are my life. Numbers couldn't be any bigger part of my life. I use Excel on a daily basis, creating F1 statistics that some of them I post to Twitter and things like that. I share some of the Formula 1.5 graphs on random posts that F1 make. I share some graphs that I come up with for statistic ideas. I shared some of the Schumacher Hamilton ones on Twitter as well, and they get well received. I just, unfortunately, now that uni has happened and starting to slowly ramp up, I just no longer have that time. However, I am not stopping. This is not me saying I'm ending it. I will still keep making videos. I'm going to keep making my 3 reviews around the Grand Prix weekend, as they don't take a great deal of time. All it needs is just a couple of pictures and then me to just sit down, camera on, microphone on, record, edit, done. That's it. There's no prior thought to the videos in the slightest. There's no routine of anything like that. It's literally just sit down, record, edit, upload, easy peasy. So the pre-race review on Thursday, that's staying. The speed review on Sunday, that's staying. And the race weekend review on Monday, that is also staying. What is going to be reined in is my statistical videos, simply because they take too long to make. As before, I used to make them sort of every other day, or maybe 2 times a week, 3 times a week, something like that, on top of the race reviews. I'm now just going to wipe it right back. I'm not going to put a schedule on it, or a schedule, however you want to say it, schedule, because I don't want to stick to it, basically, because I don't want to say, oh yeah, I'm going to pop out a video every week, and then that's going to make me feel like pressured, like I have to put out a video every week because I've told people I'm going to put out a video every week. Whereas if I just say it's going to come out when it's ready and it's going to come out when it comes out, if that's once every fortnight, that's once every fortnight. If I can happen to find a spare couple of hours in a day and I can then bash out 2 in a week, you get 2 a week. It's going to be as simple as that. So that is the main nitty gritty of this video all done and dusted. I want to get it done in the beginning of the video, as I'm now just going to talk about my past 31 weeks worth of video making, and I have made an actual awful lot of videos. I didn't realise, but I have made 141 YouTube videos. That is crazy. Over 7 months. Just gone 7 months actually. March the 12th was my very first YouTube video, and it's currently October 14th today. And if you think about it, 31 weeks is about 280-ish, just over 280 days. So that's almost a video every other day kind of region. And that's bonkers, that's crazy. And at one point, I almost had more videos than I did have subscribers. I've currently sat on 166, courtesy of the Shoutout. We have had an enormous boost in subscribers and support on the channel as well, thanks to the Shoutout, and I really, really do appreciate that. But what's also interesting is I've got more videos than some YouTubers that have got millions and millions and millions of subscribers and things like that. Not many people have hundreds of videos because they do take a while to produce, but I just enjoy it so much, and I just want to always put something out. I try and put something out as often as I can, and that's what I'm going to have to do now. But of course, it wouldn't be an Alex Does F1 Stuff video without any data. Now, what was I going to say? YouTube Studio. That's the phrase I forgot. YouTube Studio is how I track all of my statistics. They produce some awesome graphs and it's very easy peasy. But I like my own graphs. I'm very particular about them because I use Excel, like I've said before, on a daily basis, tracking not just F1 stuff, but life stuff as well. And I've created a bunch of my own graphs. So tracking the views across my week since making videos, you can see it's a nice steady increase. And then week 20, we have a ginormous step. And then week 29, we have an even bigger step. I think around the week 20 region was when I uploaded my Haas penalty explanation video, which was the first video I properly used Formula 1 documentation to provide evidence of why they received a penalty. I also released those 2 Alex Albon videos as well, which are my second and third best videos. But week 29 was when I popped out the video on Lewis Hamilton's Russian Grand Prix penalties. And in that week, we had 3,051 views. That is an enormous amount of views. And the little dotted line that you see is just a simple 7-day rolling average, which helps me predict what the next week is going to be. And it declares that week 32, the week we are currently in, is 978 views for this week. Now, I do feel that this is a tiny bit of an underball. It's not a particularly accurate representation, it's just an easy way of showing my nice trend as a 7-day rolling average. But over the past day, the past 20-ish hours, not quite 24 just yet, we have had an increase in 200 plus views. So I feel that 978 is more than achievable. But if I just send all of this data away and we have a look at the second graph of my subscribers over the same 31-week period, you can see it's extremely squiggly, wiggly, wibbly wobbly, like a child has just gone drawn on a piece of paper. It's like a piece of spaghetti, essentially. We have another increase around week 20, and we have another sharp increase around week 29 when I uploaded that Hamilton video. We had 19 subscribers gained in that week. That is a huge number. That's over a subscriber a day, with my 7-day rolling average predicting that we're going to gain 9. Now that is already a massive underball and complete lies. That prediction is awful. And how do I know that? because in the last 20 hours since the shoutout, we have gained over 20 subscribers. I started just before the shoutout on 142, and I'm currently sat on 166. So honestly, massive shoutout, and in one day of week 32, we are already at 24 subscribers gained. But if I send away all of this data again, and then I pull up my favorite YouTube graph of all time, it is the reach. How many people has my videos reached? And that animation went bloody quickly compared to all the others. Why was that? That's strange. Anyway, my reach graph. I love the reach. The reach is so cool. And the reach basically explains how many people have seen one of my videos, any of them, any of the 141 that are on my channel. And where you can see them is where you hit the end of someone's video, and then it gives all those like boxes everywhere, and my video could appear there. As long as you see the thumbnail, that counts as a reach for myself, or if you see it in the recommended on the right hand side of your screen as well, it counts as a reach for myself. And once again, an increase around week 20, then sort of nice, stable around the 10,000 reach mark, and then we have an enormous increase at week 29 once again. My most popular week so far on YouTube. We had 21,573 reaches for this week. Absolutely enormous, with my 7-day rolling average predicting week 32 to have just over 11,000. Now again, looking at the subscribers and looking at the current status of the views, I feel 11,000 is going to be a small bit of an underball. Which leads me nicely on to my next point. I'm going to work on a way of making a sort of public document where I share this with you. I will leave it in the description if I've created it for this video. If not, it'll be in the next video, and I will also pop it out on my Twitter as well. As I feel like you guys create these numbers, you guys create these cool looking graphs for me to look at. So I feel like you should be able to look at them as well, as not many people make them public. So I will work on that. Obviously I'm going to make it only me can edit it, otherwise it's just going to turn into just Christ knows what it's going to turn into. Probably just a bunch of penises everywhere, and maybe some F1 cars going broom around an Excel spreadsheet. But yeah, it's the internet, so anything can happen. I'm just going to try and stick it to me editing this document, popping in different weeks, popping in different graphs as well. I also have some month graphs just to smooth out these as well and give a better prediction over the course of the year, but I won't be showing those in this video as I feel graphs are enough for today. And I think that is everything. I should have written a little list. I've got a pad of paper next to me, but I haven't written a list. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. The thank you for BMPHF1, the explanation of what's happening to my channel and the reducing of the statistics videos, and just a little overview of the statistics of my channel over 31 weeks of making videos. But I think that is everything, and if there is anything else that comes across my mind, I will probably just pop it in another video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one with whatever and whenever I decide to make it. I'll see you guys then.